Hey guys, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. And happy Friday for all of you in Australia, and happy Thursday for everyone in the rest of the world. I hope you are having a lovely day so far, or have had a lovely day. I have done some prepping. I'm going to attempt to make 12 cards. And yes, I have done a fair bit of prepping this morning, but I want to use some paper that I am going to miss incredibly, and it is the Perennial Essence paper. So this is some of the Perennial Essence paper, although I have a feeling that someone can tell me this paper isn't Perennial Essence, or is it Lily Impressions? I need someone to tell me because I can't remember, and it's in here and I'm not sure what I've done. So just to show you some of the paper that I have left, I have these beautiful babies. Look, I'll show you. Hang on, let's see if I can do it. I've got this yellow one. I haven't used it yet. I'm not terribly sure about the yellow one. And we have these beautiful blooms. I love how you've got this really nice seaweed paper. No, Kayla. Can everyone else hear me? No sound? Really? No sound? Do I need to start again? Your sound is fine. Okay. Check your Facebook. Maybe go out, close down Facebook, and come back in. That's my only thing. I'm going to check my replay video quickly, and what I am pairing that with while I get my replay up is the Springtime Impressions dies. Now oh good, I'm glad, Jay. I got these dies with all fantastic intentions. I love this butterfly. I love this flower corner. I barely use them. So this is why they have come out, because they are retiring along with the paper. They are currently available. Mind you, I haven't checked it today. Just let me check my volume here. My volume doesn't want to check. Oh, I may actually totally... hang on. Helps if I go into the video, doesn't it? And then I can see if I can hear myself. Oh, there you go. I can hear myself. All good. Oh, it is Perennial Essence. Thank you so much. It reminded me of the Lily paper, which is why I wanted to check. But I normally don't mix up my papers. Now, the other thing, there are two more things I'm going to use on the card. I'm going to use this Always Thinking of You sentiment from Accented Blooms. But this is a lovely stamp set that is retiring, and it coordinates with the tailored tag punch, which is staying. Thank God. I use it all the time. It's a great corner and all of that. And I have grabbed out the matching petal pink rhinestone gems that I'm going to use on the butterflies. So you can see I've used them a fair bit, but I want to use them some more. And of course, what is an Ellen card without vellum? So I've already cut majority of the butterflies out in vellum, and I'm just going to turn ourselves around. I'm going to put this piece of paper that I thought was in the wrong pack back away, so then I know where everything is, because I like to be organised, don't I, Jamie? Jamie was amazing yesterday and came over and helped me with my catalogue mail out, which was so good to finish it off. A new product I'm using that isn't out yet, but it's coming, is the lovely Labels Punch. So this is fantastic and gives you a fancy end at 3 different widths. So I just want to, I'm a bit addicted to it. I haven't not used it on a card yet. Yeah, it's great. So I'm just going to pop that paper away-ish there. And I am basically going to flick you guys around. Good afternoon, everyone. I will come back and do Romper Room and say hello to everyone once I am set up and turned off my overhead light, because we definitely don't want shadows. And in answer to your question, Jamie, it is. I went out earlier and had a look at the temperature outside, and it was like 17 degrees. And that's here. So I can very happily say I have a child-free day today. Both the kids are on their designated day at school. Although one is protesting because none of his friends are there. But Mummy and Daddy need a day at home where we can work in peace. So, what I have done, I have cut out this beautiful rose pattern, and on the other side of that is this nice moody, you could almost use it as a galaxy, but I'm using the beautiful roses. And this one has like hydrangea, roses, and a loose kind of daisy. And they're all hand colored, so they're hand painted, and then they're scanned in by our artists. So I'm just going to split these up into two piles. So I've cut up a full 12 by 12 sheet of each, which gives us 12 card bases. So the card bases I have already cut and folded, and I have petal pink for this one. So you can see that will go really nicely. And I have my favorite Blackberry Bliss for this darker one. This had a darker, moodier background that I thought suited Blackberry Bliss really well, where this one was lighter, and I thought it suited Petal Pink better. So, oh no. Okay, so hi Beryl, Linda, hi Kayla, hey Laurie, hey Maureen, hey Diane, hey Pamela, hey Kathleen. Freezing but sunny, that's good Kayla. Hey Margine. Oh, hey Em. Em's home today watching. It's not her designated school day. Hey Maria. So, what my plan is, and I sort of have one I prepared earlier. These are my strips to stamp on. So on the Petal Pink card, I'm going to use Blackberry Bliss strips, and on the Blackberry Bliss card, I'm going to use Petal Pink strips. Fairly self-explanatory. And what I have done here, I previously prepared, I have taken the Always Thinking of You, and I have just freehand stamped that. And my plan is to adhere this here, take a butterfly and just pop it wherever it works on the paper. So for me here it works here, and the reason I chose vellum is I didn't want to visually take away from the paper, but I did want to add a butterfly because it's such a beautiful butterfly. I'll show you the original one I saw. These are the original ones we had at an event, and we all thought we were getting ones this size, but this is the gigantic version that we saw at an event. It was a table center, and I just have it sitting up on my wall here of this one. So I'm going to blue tack that back to my wall there because I like looking at it. So I feel like I've used that big butterfly because it sits right in my eye line. But really, I have neglected this Springtime Impressions die set, and I really shouldn't have because it is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Hey, Vanessa. No problems, Linda. Watch your replay and hopefully the sound works for you. Hey, Karen. Oh, I thought you got one as well, Kayla, because I think that was one of the events at Luna Park. How's that for a memory? I've had my first event. While I get stamping here, I'm going to be doing all my stamping in Blackberry Bliss on both papers. So I'm just going to pop these out of the way, just a little bit out of the way. 9 years ago, I went to my first event in Melbourne, and that was just a couple of months after I signed up as a demo. So that's a bit exciting that that came up then. That's when it was a big 3-day event every 6 months, 1 year. I can't remember. That was 9 years ago. How am I meant to remember that? Okay. My boys were so, yep, I was 9 years on the 1st of February, Kayla. So what I want to do is just, without getting my head, oh, look at that. So on that end, till I was hole punching yesterday, still got them hanging around. So I'm just eyeballing it. Look, I'm happy with those two. I may have some extra strips because I thought, oh yeah, I'll just cut strips for everything. And then I went, no, I can't use petal pink on petal pink. Okay, so these are going to be snipped off anyway. So I'm not particularly concerned about... and I met you at that, well, even though we knew each other, Kayla, I officially met you for the first time at that event. I remember meeting you there. That was with all the hot air balloons. Our first hot air balloon set. Very sad we won't have a hot air balloon set in the new catalogue. Or can I get away with that? I think I might just do one more for good luck and see how it goes. That was crooked. I'll see which one I decide on. Now this is going to be just one on one side. So I've just used my scraps for these and cut them into appropriate sized strips. So always using my scrap stash, or trying to. How awesome is that, Kayla? I wonder where our event will be though. That'll be interesting. So if any of you have ever thought of signing up, now is a great time because you can get all the products, that we have left on the retirement list, like the stamp set, the paper and the dies. And you can also get awesome pre-order products like the punch. So at the moment you really do get the best of both worlds when you sign up, and you also get brand new catalogs as well as the current catalogs. So there's lots and lots of perks, as well as your 20% off the products that you buy. So if a product was $200, you get $20 off. Yay, that's so good, Linda. Oops, a days, no one saw that. I'll have to get a baby wipe now. That one will do, and one more to stamp, and that's all our stamping done. I've kept these cards purposely simple because the paper is so beautiful. I wanted that to be the star of the show and have that sing. So I've started using, because I'm sick of getting so much ink on my hands. Oh God's sake, so it's not going to work today. I've started using my bone folder to open and close these because it helps my hands a lot. Sorry, I've got ink all over this. Now let me grab a baby wipe because this ink is kryptonite because it's so dark. So dark. Yeah, I know. I think there'll be a lot of people stage walking, Kayla, because everyone missed out on stage walking this year because there are no in-person events this year. We've currently got an online event happening, which is great. So even though we don't have in-person events, they are still running online events, and they've been a lot of fun, a lot of great tips, and seeing people you wouldn't normally see. So I'm halfway through watching an American's presentation on a new suite. Shouldn't have done that with the baby wipe. I will clean it properly with Stampin' Mist, but that serves the purpose for the moment, and we are Blackberry Bliss free, or ink free anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to take the new punch, and you know what, I'm going to check the name of it again because I keep on forgetting its name. You know, it takes me a while to get the name of things, and I've been getting a couple of the ink colours wrong as well. Not doing well at all. Okay, now it is called the Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch. It's the Pick-a-Punch. So basically you've got 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch and 1/2 an inch width increments for both of these designs. So I do have one I did earlier. I'll show you the opposite design. I just decided it was a tad intricate for what I was after. So this was this design, and I have chosen the more angular one rather than the fancy one. I don't know. I just don't think it worked for this project. Actually, I shouldn't put that in the recycling bin. It should go in my scrap box. It is really great to meet other demonstrators and just to get inspiration. So what we do is we lay this in the groove, slide it in and punch, and you get that lovely edge. That's as easy as it is. It's a really smooth punch. I know a lot of people were quite concerned being a more intricate punch. Often they are a bit harder to punch through. I don't think I pushed that all the way in. I think that's... I want more off. If you want more off, you can just keep pushing it in. Oh, make sure it's straight until you're ready. So I love the perks of being a demonstrator and getting things early and going to these events and meeting a lot of you lovely people. I did stamp some of these a bit further away than what I wanted. It's okay. Oop. And now I've probably done way too much. No, that's good. I didn't go too far, which is good. Oh, my hands are not working today with the cooler weather. Okay, make sure that's sitting in the groove. Yeah, no. I want more off, and I need to get that a tad more centered. This one, I think I miscut. It's just slightly off. Oh, look, that will just have to do, I tell you. Okay, see, this one just slides in the groove perfectly. Right, let me go in a touch more. That's lovely. Oh, nice. Hey, Kylie, thanks for joining. Just using up some retired and using some new product as well. A bit further. The good thing is, if you leave enough room, you've got a bit of play with this. Now, I need something to lift that up because, got it. My favourite tool, almost, in my whole stash, just picks things up for me. A bit further. That's better. And then this one is this way. Perfect. And these ones I'll stick on and then snip off. So I could do both ends, but because I want the sentiment to sort of go to the edge of the card, it doesn't really make a difference. Oh, hey Chris, you actually have only missed me rabbiting on as per normal and cutting, stamping and punching these ends. I think one more. That's good. Okay, that's everything punched, and I've got these as extras which we don't need, so I'll just pop those over here. I have all my bits of rubbish which can go straight in my recycling bin, because of course my house is beautiful and tidy and I don't want anything on the floor. Are these ladies don't make you feel like they are better than you either? No, generally Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. It's been a very long time since I've met one that thought they were better than me. We are all just crafters. We're all in this together, enjoying our love of what we do and living our best life. Now, don't fall over. I'm actually just going to use snail today. Jamie was the snail queen yesterday. What did you think of it, Linda? I haven't finished watching all the videos. I was a bit busy yesterday. I did participate in my virtual speed, what they call it, it was like speed dating, but it was like sharing sales ideas, which was great. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Okay, so just snipping off the edge, that sentiment is done. Okay, just got to find a place for the done ones. And I have a bit of scrap, but this was all scrap in the first place, so I'm not particularly hugely concerned. Yeah, you know, straight enough is good enough. Handmade. Speed networking. Thank you, Kathleen. And the good thing is those resources are up there. Like, we have fantastic resources on our Demonstrator website. It doesn't matter if you don't want to sell and you just want to use the discount personally. That is totally fine. But we do have information up there for anyone and everyone, no matter what level you want your business to be at. Sorry, speaking of business, my upline has done it, has asked me to borrow something, almost a full roll. Better reply to her. I think she's setting up for a class. Good thing about having her not far away or having someone fairly geographically close is if you run out of something and you desperately need it, you sing out and generally someone can help you. No, I really like those two purple bits. The good thing, this paper is there's not really a right way and a wrong way, so it doesn't matter which way you pop it round. I mean, you can play with it. See, this way, those roses look the wrong way, but the daisies are the right way, that way. You can never get it. Oh no, I totally forgot about that, Jamie. It was here too. Oh well, another excuse to see each other. Hey Cole, how are you? Okay, so just doing some mass producing and just having a natter about how amazing it is being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, basically. And David's quietly working in the background because we can work in relative peace without the boys here, at least till 2:30 anyway, when they finish school and need to be picked up because they're not taking the bus at the moment. Now, I have got a cutting edge on this. I'll show you what I mean. I've got this edge up here is sitting up a bit, so I'm just going to use a bone folder just to make those lines. Hopefully you can see they're a bit straighter now. I've just flattened them out so you don't know what side of the paper I've used. Okay. That is those ones done. Now let's get on to our other pattern. I don't know which one I like more. I love them both. Like, this is sort of bright and happy, and this is sort of a bit more darker and broody. I know. This punch, I'm going to be in love the whole time, and I wasn't going to buy the stamp set that goes with it, but oh, I stamped on both sides. Well, that one's wrong and that one's right. Okay. So, now this one, it's a teensy bit harder to see the... Oh no! Do you want to know what? I've put the wrong sentiments on the wrong cards. These were meant to go on that card and these were meant to... oh well, matching sentiments to their card bases, it is. Whoops-a-days. Does it really matter in the whole scheme of things? No. The colours all match and they're colours from within the papers, but I really did... But that one, I don't know. Oh well, not changing it now. Yeah, it is so smooth. So smooth, so lovely. Do I want... I like that is almost calling out for the sentiment to be popped in there. I just can't believe, I can't believe it's, I can't believe how smooth it is. It's just one of those ones I expected to catch a little bit, but no, perfect. Perfect. Oh, pulling it across the table. Yeah, I like that bud there. So you can just see I go through and just audition it, as one of my friends likes to say. Before I stick it down, I work out really what I want to do. That's okay, Donna. We're just doing a bit of mass producing and a chitter chat about how awesome it is to be a demonstrator, not just to get the discount, but to, oops, dropped one on the floor, but all the friends and events and pre-orders, the fact we get things early. I might use, do you know what? I actually don't like that on that colour. I may change the colours of the card bases now that I've done that. We'll see how we go. You'll have to help me and see. Tell me if you think, hang on, let me do one and one. And tell me what you think if I should change the colours of the card bases. So what I mean is put this one on the dark and put this one on the light, or keep them as the same colour as the sentiment. I need your help. I can't wait for the new adhesive to come out. That is coming in the new catalogue. Hopefully it runs a little better than snail. I always have issues with getting my snail to run well. I really miss. I'm not doing a little matte, it'll just be the card base, Jay. I'm just trying to keep it simple. No one wants to see me sit here and cut card bases. This one's an interesting one. I have to, maybe I'll just put this one a bit further up and nestle it in that gap there, so then I still see all the buds. Keep as same colour. Okay, could do opposite. No, keep as same colour. Okay. Sorry for that interruption. That was my upline calling me to borrow that ribbon. But that's okay. I'll ring her back when we're done. When we are done, rather. Okay, and one more to go. And then we're sticking and plonking and putting on our already, I think I've got one more butterfly to go, I think. Now do this one. I'm actually really happy to pop this one like here, up a bit further. Okay. So tell me, those of you that watch that are demonstrators, I'd love to hear why you signed up. I personally signed up because I wanted to support my craft habit, and I have ever since day one, and I already taught at a local church card making group every Thursday, so I sort of had built-in customers from day one. But yeah, why did you sign up? I'm always curious to hear whether you just wanted the discount, because that is an amazing reason. Whoops. That is an amazing reason to sign up. And one of the best. And then no penalties to drop. If you drop, you drop, and you keep all your products. That's another good reason, is there are no penalties at all. You just go back to being a customer and you just lose your 20% discount, which is a bit sad, but your discount can be as much as 25, which I receive, which is great. Just means I can buy more or spend less. I don't know. I get more bang for my buck, put it that way. Okay, and I am going to, I think I have to cut out one more butterfly. And these cards look great with just the sentiment, but I think the vellum butterfly just adds that beautiful floatiness with it being vellum. And I mean, really, butterflies and flowers match made in heaven. Even though they don't coordinate, they do. Got Ellen in my riding and watching Ford and Ferrari with my son and husband. It's a good deal at the time. I don't think Lachlan has subjected me to that movie yet, but I'm assuming it would be a great movie. He subjects me every night because apparently there are lots of F1 driver changes at the moment, and he's subjecting me to who's leaving where and who's coming in, and he's my favourite, and these company's now using that company's motors, and yeah, I hear it all. Oh, okay. I'm sure Lachlan's watched it, but I'm sure he'd love to give me a running commentary, as we watch it together. And you all laugh, but it is 1000% true. That I do get a running commentary whether I like it or not. The joy of nearly 16-year-olds. Hard to believe he'll actually be having his L's in, like, what's the date? In 2 months, 2 and a bit months, he'll have his learner's permit and be actually driving a car. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I will teach him. I had an amazing driving instructor, and I still remember all of the tips and tricks to pass on to Mr. Lachlan. Okay, rightio. That is 6 of those ones done. And now we are just going to do 6 of the others. Well, you know what? That one's crooked anyway. It can go in recycling. Hello, Miss Shannon. Sorry, we're just talking about movies and children and all of that jazz. So I am using the Perennial Essence paper for anyone who's dropped in. I'm using the Perennial Essence paper Accented Blooms Sentiment. The lovely labels. Come on, help me with it. I told you I was terrible with this name. It's a something punch. It's not duo punch. It'd be so much easier if they called it a duo punch. I've looked it up twice in like an hour, that name. I've just got a sticky uppy edge there that I will smooth down. There we go, that's better. It is, oh my dear word. I will check it out again. again. I think I haven't gone far enough. No, I won't. It's the Lovely Labels Pick a Punch. I'll have to write on it somewhere, Pick a Punch. I remember the Lovely Labels because they are the most lovely labels. But it's a Pick a Punch. And I will be using the Butterfly Out of the Springtime Impressions paper. So, Jamie renewed her hate for the multi-purpose glue yesterday. It was actually hilarious to watch her squirm and go, no, I can't use it, pass me the snail. Love you, Jay. Love you lots. I love the backgrounds of these as well. So this is just a, I want to say, mossy meadowish. Just paint swipes, paintbrush swipes. It's beautiful. They all coordinate so well, and you've got that canvas texture look in them as well. Okay, as I wiggle this, you might be able to see, you can actually see the canvas texture, which I just think adds something extra lovely to it. Okay, getting there, 3 more to go, then we're adhering butterflies and putting on gems. Right, and yes, I do count while I do this. Okay, helps if you put it on right way round, not upside down. Who else likes making upside down cards? It's been a while since I made one. I've got to be due for an upside down card soon. When it happens, I always kick myself, and I put it aside for my left-handed friends. This is the easy way to do it. You put the glue on the paper, but I haven't been thinking, and I've just been doing it the other way, which is slightly, I don't know, less easy. Not as convenient, I think. Okay, lucky last. And we will work in the opposite order with our beautiful Springtime Impressions vellum butterflies. Here is my pile. I may have enough. I just haven't counted, but I do have a scrap of vellum left. I've got my gems, which I will open this pack now. Yeah, it doesn't want to come out. Now, it doesn't matter what gem I use on the butterfly. I just want to cover. Hey, Delinda, thank you for joining. Okay, mini glue dots, and I think I'm only going to have to use 1 glue dot per card, per butterfly, and I'm just going to put it like midway down its body, decide where I would like it. Is that one sticky? That one hasn't got any stick on it. And pop one of these right over it. Done. So got some sparkle, some vellum and movement, and a nice sentiment and paper. Okay, just let me pop these to the side. That was a bad place to put them. How are we going for time? Might get it done in just an hour. There was a bit of chitter chatter at the start. Sorry, throat was very, very dry then. That was in a bad spot, but I think these will all go in a similar place because I like how it's clustered together. And that one. I love this one by itself. It looks like a complete meadow. I like there's like 3 or 4 different types of flowers in that one card front piece. And just, I think the pops of yellow in this one is really, really nice. Cover up our glue dot. Yes, Ellen and the lovely vellum is correct. Been a while since I separated the vellum yesterday and gave a new folder. But I haven't crafted with vellum in a while, so you know, time to crack it out. There's always an excuse to use vellum. I don't need much of an invitation to use it, because it just works so perfectly with these, just giving it that texture and float of the butterfly without, be really good if this stuck to the card without taking making visual bulk by having that as a whole coloured butterfly. I think it may have taken away from the patterns in the paper. Now I'm just thinking I'll see how many gems I've got. I may be able to put some of these little ones below, possibly like on the body of the butterfly down here. I'll see how we go, because we're getting through using them, which is good. And then these I will most likely use as birthday cards. My stash is getting a little dry with butterflies. I've allocated majority of my birthday cards. Oh, this one doesn't want to pick up. I've allocated majority of my birthday cards for the rest of the year, and I was running out coming to November and December, so this will be a nice addition to my stash. Although I can really use any card as a birthday card, really. It's more about well, we will be coming is a fast fuse replacement. So we're not just getting a new style of adhesive to replace the snail, we're even getting a stronger adhesive which will emulate and replace the previous fast fuse as well. Now I'm liking putting these down as diamonds and not squares. I think it looks quite visually pleasing. Okay, we're getting there. Getting there. I know I've got fast fuse here, and I don't know what I'm going to do for my in-person classes. I think I have to use up what I've got. I will certainly be showing the new adhesive, but they will use up all the snail, and then I will replace it with the new adhesive. Now that isn't going to work. I'll just add another dot on top, And then this does have, no, it doesn't have any stick left. Now somehow got to get this in the right spot. Hold on. Let's see if I can do this. Yes, I can. Okay. My hands will get there eventually. Right. Done. Done. Thank you very much, Miss Jamie. As I said when I saw you yesterday, I didn't know what I was going to do, and then I remembered, I wanted to do a project with the butterflies, because I knew I had something in my head that I wanted to use, but I just hadn't formulated enough of a idea. So these ones still work a bit further up. We'll cover up that glue dot. Okay, I think on these ones I'm going to have to add 2. I know, I think because they're smaller, that looks better with 2. Well, I am 1 butterfly short, so I'll just quickly cut one out. And being the vellum, it cuts so well. I always like putting my butterflies on an angle as well. It just seems a bit more natural to me, and it would be how they fly in real life. I just can't put a butterfly straight. Yes, all the classic motifs. Like if this was the focal point of the card, I'd happily put it straight, but because it's just an accent on the card, I want it more clustered with the sentiment, and I want everything to have equal opportunity to shine. That was probably a much better way of putting it, because I don't want it to be the focal point. Okay. Right. One and yeah, stick down please, and is it going to move back across for me? No. Pick it up and put it back down. There we go. And let's just cut this final butterfly very quickly. Get my die cut machine. Can't wait for the new die cut machine either. The Stampin' Up die cut machine, the cut and emboss, which is coming out. Vellum as a top layer on, see, I would put vellum as a bottom layer. I quite often, and have done so in the past, put vellum underneath with cardstock, so it gives that illusion of fluttering. And I do the same with foil as well. Foil, because I think I'd prefer to see the foil. I'm just going to, while this is in the die, I'm just going to roll it over my bin and get all those bits out. And that way all the rubbish goes in my bin and it doesn't end up on my floor, especially when it's just been vacuumed and mopped. And I just use the holes to pop this open, right, and very carefully, because vellum does often tear, but I haven't torn any today. Right, over there. And with these bits, oh, I just got bits everywhere. Pardon, David? Don't flatten my car battery again, please. David flattened my car battery yesterday. It was so dead I had to go for a 2, well, it was meant to be an hour drive, but I went for a 2-hour drive. Delivering catalogues and having brief chats with my customers from inside my car. It was very lovely to see people. It does look like a fantastic machine, Cindy. Can't wait to get one in my hand. Unfortunately, I think because of current world events, it absolutely won't be ready when the catalogue goes live on the 3rd of June. But they have assured us it will be ready early in the sales period. So we shouldn't have to wait too long for it, which is a bit exciting. Oops. Oh, jeez Louise. Jamie, I need your hands. Okay. I do like it with 2. It does accentuate the butterfly's body. Okay, so these all have 2, and I think I'm going to go back because I have more than enough left over and add another lot to just, yeah, don't you love the sound effects you make when you craft? Yep, that will go right there. And then I can pretty much put this in a stack for Miss Ivy Louisa to enjoy in her crafting, my granddaughter. Because if I've got just a few things left, I'll give her a little, or her and her mum, a little care package of craft supplies, so then they can enjoy it as well. Hello, Miss Denise. I know the small machine is going to be amazing. We do have some small embossing folders to go with the small machine, but it will be for smaller things, a bit like, is it a diamond press you've got, Jamie? It's going to be much bigger than that. Yes, the dark base does make for a dramatic card, doesn't it? Well, me too. Mine normally are, but I try very, 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 very hard not to swear on my Facebook Lives. And that is extremely hard in real life because it's my go-to kind of expletive. Okay, and this is really the finishing touch. I've gone a bit over an hour, but for a person who doesn't have issues with their hands, they would have ripped through these cards and got them done super duper quick. But I am slow and steady. Okay, so we have 5 gems left. That's one way to use a pack of gems. That is retiring, and that is the perfect colour for these. So we made 6 of this design with the petal pink, and we made 6 of the Blackberry Bliss design. Now let me get this these dies in. Actually, I'll put these like this. the dies and the punch. So really not many products: a stamp set, a die set, a punch, one ink, one pack of paper, and 2 different colors. So yeah, 12 cards in an hour is pretty good going. I'm really happy with that. So if you did want the Accented Blooms Perennial Essence paper or the Springtime Impressions dies, don't dilly-dally. They probably will sell out. If not, they'll be gone as of the 2nd of June. They won't be available again. So get on to buying them. If you really need the Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch before the 3rd of June, consider signing up as a demonstrator. I would be really happy to have you in my Wicked Woodies team if you're in Australia. And if you want any more information about buying from me or signing up as a demonstrator, even just to get the discount to my Wicked Woodies, just contact me. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Have an amazing weekend. I've got a class on Sunday and I need to desperately do some projects on Saturday. I might turn that around and hopefully you can see that a bit better. So stay well, and I hope to be back with you early next week. Thank you guys for all your support as always. No, I'm not super fast, Cindy. You guys see that. We're always in for a bit of a slow plod and a chat, which is always great. No problems at all. I've got to enjoy my quiet time. I'm crafting and doing a video with the door open. It's amazing what you can do when you don't have the kids here and they're safely at school. But thank you. Have an amazing weekend and see you next week. Bye.